What's good, y'all? Proud by Poke here, and today I'm going to show y'all how to make a vintage analog style sample for someone like Travis Scott or Don Toliver. And yeah, also before we get into the sample, I'm going to show y'all two audio clips of projects that I've worked on, so y'all can decide in the comments which one y'all want me to cover. In the end of the video, I'm gonna show y'all the audio clips so y'all can decide which one y'all want to see in the next video. So yeah, let's get into it. And that's pretty much the entire sample, so let me break down all this stuff right here. First, we got this piano MIDI right here. So this may look complex to y'all, but it's really not too bad. First, we have the main melody right here. Honestly, the key to making these melodies sound super dark is just using tension notes. Tension notes are pretty much when in a scale, the notes that are like in the scale and right next to each other, like these two and these right here. I pretty much just like put them in the melody to like make them sound super dark, especially with like the main melody right here. Then I added a bass line. It's pretty basic, like just this. And then I just shifted it down 5 times to make it sound like this. And then I just added this top line right here. Very simple and repetitive, but it's easy to like, just hum to. And also another thing that I did for this melody, some of the stuff is like a little off in the piano roll. And pretty much what I did, I learned this from Trifreeze, by the way, in one of his videos. You can just press shift and R and it'll just select random parts of the melody. And then you can just like hold shift and then like use your scroll wheel to just like, mess with them, make them a little bit off beat. That helps with making them like, sound more realistic. And then last thing I did was just, randomize the velocity. But also a tip that I have, like when you're doing something like this, right, like for a piano, if you have like a main chord and like a top line, when you randomize it, make sure that you like highlight the top line, right, and like press Alt X and like make sure that the top line is just like louder than the main chord. That's what you want to have sticking out the most in the melody. So that's pretty much it for like the MIDI of the piano. What I used for the piano was a gentleman piano. I put the soft on just like a little bit, and that's really it. And now for the effect, put on the EQ just to take out the low end, pressure with the shiny preset, RC20 vinyl 3 preset, ROM with the clean studio piano preset, and a stereo imager. And also for all these melodies, I did something on this effects channel. I'm gonna get onto that later. Now we have the trumpet. And as you can see, it's pretty simple. Bass these out. For the trumpet VST, I use the Swam trumpet. This trumpet is pretty underrated. Like I have seen some videos on it, but I haven't really seen anyone in any tutorials like use this VST at all, especially recently. So yeah, I did do some things with the trumpet though. First, I put the vibrato on 31, and pretty much the vibrato, it pretty much has like this kind of shaking effect when you're playing it. So if the vibrato's on like 0, it's just gonna sound like this, which is boring. But when I put the vibrato higher, around 31%, it's gonna sound like this. which is way more interesting. Then I went to play modes and put it on slide instead of valve. It just sounds better in my opinion like that. Now for the effects, first I kind of panned it a little bit to the left because if you want your samples to like sound realistic, you're gonna want to like kind of pan some things a little bit just to like, make it sound like it's being recorded in like an actual room or in a studio. First I had the fresh air. I just put some highs up and some mids. Then a Valhalla room. Then a vinyl 1960. And this EQ has no reason to be here. Next we have the lo-fi bell from Vinyl Things Avant-Garde one-shot kit. So nothing really special about this, like I just put a decent amount of slides just to make it sound like detuned and all that. I put it on this envelope, put it on Portamento mode, and for effect, first I put on the imager, then a ROM with the full moon preset, then a Fruity Delay 3, put down the mix on 2 of those, and it's gonna sound like this now. Now I have the Bell vinyl from the Cymatics Apex one-shot kit volume 3. It's gonna sound like this. So yeah, nothing really special about this one other than like the slide I did at the end. Put the envelope to here, and for the effects, I just put on the delay. Then Cymatics Origin with the Night Owl preset, and that's gonna sound like this. And then I pinned it to the right a little bit. And then last but not least, I put on these vocals. And by the way, I don't have my real mic yet. I recorded this on my gaming headset. So the first thing I did was add auto-tune. Then I added auto pitch just so I can change the format. Then I added a vintage chorus, a replica with the vintage darkness preset. Then I added a ROM with the big room preset. With all that being shown, the sample is gonna sound like this. Which doesn't sound bad, but we can take it a step further to make it sound even better and actually like sound vintage. So what I did, took all of these and then I routed them to a certain track and I added these effects. First I added halftime. I put it on the 1.5 preset to give it like a certain like triplet bounce, and then I put it on 1/4. Then I added a J37 stereo with the piano preset. Then I added the RC20 retro color. I did kind of like mess with it a little bit though. Then a Valhalla vintage verb, large wood room preset. And now with all these effects, it's gonna sound like this. Before we end the video, I'm gonna show y'all these two projects and y'all gonna tell me which one you rock with and which one you want me to cover on my next video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, subscribe, follow my Instagram. I'm doing a lot of stuff from there. And yeah, peace.